everybody, it's Anne from Annalise Creates, Annalise Creations. I'm here to do page 4 of the I Am Journal a la Cindy Utter. And it is, she did hers on I am key to her happiness, basically. So mine is I'm key to my own happiness. Although at times it can be hard when you suffer a chronic illness or chronic pain, such as me. I do suffer from chronic pain. I have a chronic illness called fibromyalgia, which makes the pain receptors in your brain go haywire, so it basically affects all your nerves and your muscles. It feels as if you've been working out at the gym, lifting weights, and you know how you get that muscle soreness? Well, take that muscle soreness and multiply it by 10, and that's the way I feel most days. There are days where I can do more than others. The weather does affect it too. If the weather starts to turn or change, my body knows it and starts to go into a flare, basically, where I'm in pain and I can't get out of bed. I do force myself out of bed every day because that is just, I feel that if I stay in bed, I'll be there forever. So I force myself through the pain to get out of bed at least, and to at least create, at least try to create every day something to get my mind off the pain. So I am key to my own happiness, and I try not to let fibromyalgia control my life. So this page is, yes, I am key to my own happiness. My happy place, my key to my happiness is my art. So, and my family and my pets, but art is my escape. It's my own personal escape from the pain, because people who do not suffer from pain, physical pain every day, do not quite understand it, because they often think, oh, you look good. Why are you, you look really good. Maybe if you lost a little bit of weight, that kind of thing. They think that they know that how you feel, and they don't. They really personally don't until you've really been there. And if you've been there, then you get it. So, enough about my ranting. So, I am key to my happiness, and I try to think that on a daily basis. I am key. I try to think positive. So today I'm going to create something and enjoy the process, and yeah, and have a great day. Toodles. Enjoy. I did this piece here, and these other pieces here I got from Happy Mail. So I wasn't too concerned about them laying flat. Lately I've been liking the texture that the paper's giving me by being kind of crinkled, not laying totally flat on the paper. So I'm enjoying that texture that's being left behind by that. So while this is drying, I went ahead because I'm the key to my happiness, right? So I have a Sizzix Big Shot die cutter, and I had ordered some sheets of metal. They come flat sheets of metal. They're about 8.5 by 11 size papers, or 8 by 11. And so I ran it through with using this die cut. It's a key die cut. Sorry, for some reason I can't seem to. There we go. Let me just zoom in. That would be easier, you think? Okay. So what I did was, I'm zooming in here. Hang on. Sorry, guys. So here's the key that I punched out using my die cutter, and here's the heart. Okay, so I'm key to my own happiness, and yeah, so this is going to be my key, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paint it a different color. So I thought I would use Dina Wakley's heavy-bodied acrylic paint in the penny color, which is basically a copper. That's what pennies used to be made out of 100% copper, but now that's kind of a metal that's sort of precious now, I guess, because it's not very common anymore. And so now they add some kind of metal to the new pennies, United States pennies, and so they tarnish a lot easier than the copper used to, actually. And they feel a lot lighter now. They're not heavy like they used to be. So if you happen to get a hold of a new penny, check out the weight. If you have an older penny and you have a new penny, check out the weight. I taught a lesson a long time ago with the children I used to teach art to, about the penny and how Abraham Lincoln originally wasn't the original person on the penny. It was I think it was an Indian woman. Native American is the more, what do you call it, correct term these days. So anyways, yeah, so check out the penny because it's not as heavy as it used to be. If you're American or if you even have an American penny and you're in another country, check it out. So anyways, I'm going to paint this color on, and let's hope it adheres to the metal. I'm not sure. This is sort of an experiment. I'm not sure if it will adhere or not. I may have to spray some kind of finish. Maybe it'll stick. I'm not sure. So this is an experiment for me right now. Well, then again, most art is an experiment. So I'm going to paint these the copper color. I'm wondering if I could get sheets that are already made into that color. I don't know. I haven't checked it out. I only got the metal ones. I got it on Amazon. I just searched metal sheets for crafting, and the particular sheets I bought, I don't even remember the name of them, just popped up. And I thought, I'll see if I can use my die cutter to cut out some of the sheets, and it worked. Okay, so that's that. So these are going to dry, and I'll be back in a little while. See you in a little bit. Hi everybody, I'm back. So you've seen me before use these watercolor pencils by Julie Nutting, and it's a 12-piece set of hair and skin tones. So I'm going to use these today to do her hair and her skin, and then I'm going to use something else for the flowers. I'm going to turn on the light so I can see a little better. There we go. That's better, so I can see. Alrighty, and then I have to fix this, which I'll do in a little while. Alright, so enjoy the process. Okay, so whatever this paper was stamped on, it's not watercolor paper, and so it is kind of buckling. So she's going to be kind of wrinkly looking. Oh well. I have a few wrinkles too. It needs to fully dry before I come back in and do some more added touches. So I'll be back. Hi everybody, I'm back to finish this up. Okay, so I decided that the watercolor pencils, applying water to this was just making it buckle really bad. So I started to go over it with my Prismacolor pencils. So I'm going to go ahead and add some more color and finish this up. So enjoy the process, okay? Okay, so what I'm going to do is, you'll see how I blend my pencils in a second. Here I got to get, okay, sorry about that. Okay, so Q-tip and a little bit of baby oil. Okay, and I just put a little bit on the tip here. Sometimes I pour it in the cap, but today I'm just going to put it in the tip because I'm going to be using it a lot to blend into the paper and kind of try to blend it as well best I can. I find that it works better than a blending pencil. It gets more of a smoother look, kind of a painterly look to it, almost a watercolor look. Sometimes if I don't like how it's turning out, if I need to add a little more color or whatever, I'll go back in and add a little more color in the areas I might want it at here. So that's how I work the pencil in like this. And yeah, and I don't use the very tip of my pencil. Okay, I use the side of, sorry, let's see. It's hard to get in focus here, okay. I don't use the tip of my pencil, I use the side of my pencil. So I lay it flat against the paper. So it gives it a smoother look rather than using the tip of your pencil. Oops, that was too dark. Oh, I picked up the peach. I might be able to blend that out. Okay, here I am using the tip of my pencil. Okay, and then I'm going to go back in and blend. Unfortunately, the paper buckled, so it's not coming out real smooth, but it's better than nothing at all, is the way I look at it. And the baby oil does evaporate after a while. So if you get little marks like that, it will evaporate. It'll dry and it'll evaporate. Kind of almost like alcohol, sort of. So it's pretty, you don't have to worry about worrying about the oil spots. They usually go away after they dry. It dries up pretty good. And then I need to start on the flower. So now I'm going to do her hair, and then I think I'm almost done. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to do her hair next. Let's see. Yes, I'm giving her blue hair. Or should I say kind of a teal, bluish, greenish hair. This color is Bleu Franc. Blue, French blue, or true blue it says here. yeah. Word of advice, try not to put your hands on the top of her face. Just like I did, I got some blue on her face now, so I'm going to try to see if I can blend that out. Yeah, gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Yeah, see, it picked up the blue. See how it picked up that little pigment of blue? It just picked it right up. So it's just going to become part of her, I guess. Kind of frustrating when I do that, but it happens. Sometimes it's easier to put her upside down so my hand's not resting on the rest of her face like I did before. That's what I should have done in the first place. But I didn't. Or at least turn the paper to where my hand's not on the actual piece. Here we go. Okay, now for... Okay, so I was going to use, now if I can find them, put these away first. It helps to put things away and not leave everything lying around. Because that's part of my problem is I have trouble keeping my office clean and my bedroom clean. When I'm working, I just don't pick up as I go along, and I should just learn to pick up as I go along. Just like when I'm cooking in the kitchen. I clean up as I go along. It drives my husband crazy. Because if we're both cooking in the kitchen and I put something away that he might have been using also, yeah, it drives me nuts. Okay, so I was going to use these, but the paint is really coming off, and I have sandpaper, but it's in my art shed right now, and I don't feel like going out to the backyard. It's really hot today, so yeah, I don't feel like going out to the backyard to my art shed. One of these days when I get my art shed back in order, it's a bit messy, I will give you a tour of my art shed. So anyways, so instead I had already punched out using my die cuts, my Sizzix die cuts. I cut out a key and a locket for my for this project, and I had done it out of some drop paper I had used, so, or leftover paper, I think from a pocket letter. I think it was leftover from a pocket letter. So I'm going to put this down somewhere on my paper. I'm not sure where. I think I might like it there actually. So we'll see. I'm just going to kind of fiddle around, so enjoy the process of me trying to figure this out. And I'm going to need to outline these too. So I'm going to use, and you all heard that I got, I'm part of the Helping Hand Deco Art program, Helping Artist program. So what I'm going to do, oh, I like that side though too. That's hard. Hard when you've painted both sides. Look at that, yeah. To decide which one you want to use, because this one, I like the silver that's showing up. It's actually metallic. If I zoom in a little, let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. So they've got this magic writer. It's acrylic dimensional writer. So I'm going to see if I can outline it using that. So I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to use this. In fact, I'm going to put it on a piece of white paper so you guys can see it better, because, sorry about that, I accidentally turned off my phone for a second. So I'm going to get a piece of paper so you can see it better, because as you can see, my drop paper's all full now. I'm been working on it a little bit to decorate it some more. So here are the keys that I painted. I didn't use DecoArt paints on these, but I'm going to try this Americana. It's by DecoArt. It's called Writer, Black Writer. It's acrylic dimensional writer. I think I'm kind of suspecting it's kind of like puff paint. Have you ever heard of puff paint? So it says shake well, and then it says ideal for most craft surfaces. Use writer tip for lines, swirls, and dimensional decorating techniques. Soap and water cleanup. So that's about all it says. So I'm gonna try it. See what it does. I'm gonna try. Je vais essayer, which means I'm gonna try. And see what this does. Oops, did it get all clogged up already? Because I used it last night. I probably should have unclogged it first. Don't you think? I always keep a needle or something around to unstick it. Okay, so let's try this again. Oh yeah, there it goes. Okay. So I've never used this before, so bear with me. This is going to be a learning curve. So I want to outline the key to have it stick out a little more. And I'm trying not to squeeze too hard so I'm not getting a whole lot of this to come out on me. So I'm going really slow. I hope I'm in frame. Yes, I'm in frame. Okay. Oh, come on, work. I'm afraid to come out too thick, and then yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Oops. Oh well. Whoa. Okay, that one I got a little too much on there, so let's see if I can wipe a little bit off. And yes, I can. I hate wasting this. So I guess I'll just add somewhere along the line there, okay? Alright, so no, I'm not in line. Sorry guys, I'm not in frame. I have to make sure I'm in frame. Okay. So I'm going to finish this off here. And now it's really coming out. I'm trying not to get it to come out too much. So I'm going to just kind of use the tip as a writer to spread this out a little bit more because I don't want it so thick. Okay, there we go. That was better. And then I'm going to use the tip to kind of turn it around and go on this one too. Well, that's as good as it's going to get. Okay, so I'm going to put the lid back on. I might, let's see, wipe the tip off a little bit so that it doesn't get all clogged. Okay, and then put it away. And then I'm going to set this aside to dry. We'll come back to it later. And in the meantime, I'm going to use the Andy Skinner's stencil, and it's an alphabet stencil. It says "Have Your Say" is what it's called. But I'm going to use the individual letters. And I'm not sure if I should use some modeling paste or if I should just use a pen to trace it today. I think I'm going to use a pen to trace it today. So I'm going to use a Sharpie. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. That's okay. So, oops, I'm not in frame. Okay, hang on, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, let's zoom out. Zoom out. Zoom out. Come on. There we go. Okay, so I'm over here doing this. But I think I'm going to have to make it. I'm going to have to go back in with a white pen after to do this. But you'll see how I'm doing it in a minute. Sorry, I was just being nosy. A neighbor across the street with kind of a noisy car, and I don't know what they're doing over there. I was just wondering. Okay. I am, and then I'm going to put I am key, and this is going to be the key to my happiness. Or should I say to my own happiness, but I'm going to just say to that's not working out very well, but okay, that's all right. To my happiness. And after I trace this out, then I'm going to go back over it with some white. I don't know if I'm going to have room. You know, I may just freehand that part. I'm going to freehand that part. Okay, this aside, and I'm going to come back in with a pen and just kind of retrace over the letters that I just did, because it's not coming up very well, not showing up very well on the background with this background. Yeah, I'm not real thrilled about the lettering right now, but that's okay. I am key, and then to my, just using the lettering as a guide now. That works out okay. Okay. All right, and now I'm thinking I might put some stuff there. Let's see. In one of my swaps, I received some washi tape, and I happen to like this right here, so I'm going to use some of this washi tape on this. Hopefully it'll stick, re-stick. If it doesn't, I'll have to glue it down. It's lost some of its stickiness, so I'm going to have to glue it down. Okay. That happens sometimes. Some of these washi tapes lose their stickiness after you stick them down once. So, yeah, so I'm going to use a little bit of craft glue to glue it down with. Except this craft glue keeps getting glued stuck, so I'm going to have to just do it this way today. Be messy today and use my fingers, and I still had some pencil marks on my fingers. I tell you, I'm a messy artist. I'm very messy. I can't seem to stay clean for long. Let's put it that way. My hands get really dirty. My shirt, I tell you, I don't have very many clothes left that do not have paint or pen or something on them. Yeah. Okay. But I've noticed that Murphy's Oil soap even gets stuff out of clothes. I've saved a shirt before. One day I was spraying stuff and I got it all over my shirt, and I was like, oh no. So I ran downstairs to my laundry room and took it off and soaked it in Murphy's Oil soap, and then put it in the wash afterwards, and it came out. So I was really, really happy. So yeah, and also OxyClean's another one I use to get some of the stains out. It doesn't always work, but it does a pretty darn good job. Just wanted to finish this finishing touch here. So, doesn't look like I really blended it in over here much. Okay, there we go. Get in there and blend that in. Okay, so I think I'm done. There we go. Oops, no, this didn't blend in very well either. There we go. So I'm key to my happiness. We'll see if that's dried yet, the stuff here, so that maybe I can glue it on, and then we'll see. Is it dry already? Oh my gosh, it's a little bit damp still, but it's not bad. It dries really fast, so that's a good thing. Okay, so I'm going to glue this on right here. Like I said, my glue is just the cap's all glued shut, and I tried to get it unstuck, you know, with the needle, but it wasn't working very well. So I'm just gonna have to be creative today and use my fingers and everything else. So I am key to my happiness, and then I'm gonna put this one. I think I'm gonna put it around here somewhere. I like that. Oops, that one wasn't quite dry. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. But it's going to be right here when I'm done. Okay, so I'm just going to put it there for now while it dries. And that's it, guys. So enjoy. I'm enjoying working with this. This was a fun one. And like I said, if you haven't heard about Cindy Utter's Facebook page or channel, I'm going to post the link down at the bottom. And if you want to learn more about the Deco Arts Helping Artists program, I will also link that link at the bottom. Okay, so enjoy, and I shall see you guys later. I'm headed on to my next project, and I'm going to be filming that as well. So have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Toodles. Bye.